Hello, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We're here at Morey Courts, home of your Mid-Michigan College Lakers. As you're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV, I'm Nick Toner alongside Austin Chastain. Lakers host the Kellogg Community College Bruins today. Austin, what do you think?
This should be a good one. Both teams coming off a loss on Saturday, with the Lakers coming off of a 6-point loss at Glen Oaks, and the Bruins coming off a 5-point loss at Ancilla. This, I think, is going to be a good statement game for either team, really. Whichever team comes out on top is, I think, is going to find the momentum to turn its season around. I expect a pretty low-scoring game, to be honest with you. It should be a defensive battle. Neither team shoots particularly well from the field, nor from three, and neither from the free throw line. So we'll see. But I expect a tight defensive battle, and this one should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, both teams coming in under 500, looking for probably a much-needed W to stay alive in the conference, much less bidding for the tournament at the end of the year. So,
yeah, the Bruins coming into this one 2-10 overall, 2-4 in conference play. I mean, both of the Bruin victories have been, I guess, this calendar year. Their first coming against Lansing on January 4th. And Mid-Michigan's coming into this one 5-10 overall and 0-5 in the league. So you're right, a much-needed league win, for either team. But Mid-Michigan, I think, really needs to start to hit the gas pedal in order to qualify for the tournament.
Yeah, that Lansing team we saw last time here on MAC TV, Lakers lost a close one at the end. Could have been a W, but they end up falling short. So we'll see how they stack up against this Bruins team who actually took down Lansing. So we'll step away here for a quick break as we do the national anthem and the PA announcements. We'll be right back.
At this time, please direct your attention to the American flag on the east wall for the playing of the national anthem. Dyson. Number 3, Brett White. Number 4, Javier Boykin. Number 10, Brendan Brown. And number 23, Quentin Joe. The Bruins are coached by Mohamed Al-Bajami. And now for your Mid-Michigan College Lakers. A 6'3" freshman guard from Sterling Heights, number 0, Andre Turner. A 6'3" sophomore forward from DeWitt, number 2, Isaac Hungerford. A 6'2" sophomore guard from Detroit, number 3, Tim Stewart. A 6'7" freshman forward from Detroit, number 5, Satchel Law. And a 5'10" freshman guard from Oakland, number 11, Noah Pruitt. The Lakers are coached by Caleb Oates, assisted by Taylor Curtis, Joe McGuire, and Byron Schump.
So there you have it. It's going to be Turner, Hungerford, Stewart, Love making his first start in a long time here on MAC TV Sports. And Noah Pruitt is your starting five for the Lakers. Dyson, White, Boykins, Brown, and Jones, the starting five for Kellogg.
Yeah, big lineup for the Lakers out there tonight. Everyone's 6'3" and above except for guard Noah Pruitt, who comes in at 5'10", but don't let his size fool you. The man can shoot.
I was just going to say, he plays about a 6'2" guard. As we are underway, Mid-Michigan controls the tip, working left to right across your screen. All white uniforms, navy blue font, Carolina blue trim around the font, and the shoulders with navy blue trim on the shorts and shoulders. This is Turner. He steps back for three. No good. Rebound to Dyson as Kellogg working right to left across your screen. All blue uniforms, white font, well, white numbers. Gray Kellogg across the chest and great pattern on the side. As a pass inside, that is Jones. Quentin Jones strikes first here tonight at Maury Courts. And Stewart's drive is long and no good. And they are going to, the official was right on the sideline as Rasheed Dyson caught that pass. Looked like his left foot might have caught the sideline.
Yeah, I've noticed here with Mid's recent home run here that we've played at least 3 other blue teams in a row besides ourselves. We've had Kellogg and Lansing.
Muskegon,
all blue.
Yeah, honestly, some of these uniforms start to trickle together as a shot by Noah Pruitt is good, showing off that nasty mid-range game. Tie game here, just 90 seconds into the ball game.
Man-to-man defense here by the Lakers.
As the shot by Brown rattles out no good. Noah Pruitt shot fake, pulls the defender off his feet as Stewart dribbles that one off his foot, and that'll go the way of the Bruins.
It's going to be interesting to see where this final score actually lands tonight. Like you're saying, could be low scoring. We've seen Mid score in the 80s, 90s. We've also seen them struggle and score in the high 40s, low 50s. So,
as the shot for Brett White goes down, that's his first bucket of the night. It's 4-2 Kellogg. And I'm also interested to see how Mid responds after the string of losses. As Andre Turner turns it over, he seemed to dribble it off his knee. And the 3 ball for Brett White is good. That's 5 points early for the freshman guard out of Battle Creek. So this is Noah Pruitt for Mid. Top of the key. Works it to Turner. Free throw line, he pauses. Finds Pruitt. Here's Isaac Hungerford. 3 ball, that's short. Satchel Love on the rebound, and that's going to be a tie-up, and it looks like it's going to go the way of the Bruins.
It's a good sign for the Lakers early, getting those offensive boards. Huge fan of rebounds. As I'm sure Coach House is as well, especially on the offensive end.
Oh, absolutely. And actually, it looks like it's going to stay down here. So I believe there was a foul call that we missed. Try to get that info for you as Satchel Love makes a little turnaround jumper. 7-4. Kellogg leads it here in the early going.
Oh, nice defense there by Satchel Love. Stayed strong in the charge rim.
Quentin Jones tried to back down Love, but and they're about the same height, 6'7". Looks like Jones has maybe a little bit of a weight advantage against Love. As the drive by Brett White is up and good. And Caleb House called a timeout, and he is rather upset with his Laker defense. He wants them to communicate. That's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here.
Yeah, smaller crowd tonight. That might be in part due to the lack of a ladies' game earlier today. That game was canceled or postponed. So that might be affecting the crowd.
I think so. Real quick, the Michigan Community College Athletic Association and Mid-Michigan College are hosting the annual Hunger Games in an effort to end hunger. The Lakers are taking part in the contest across the conference. So bring in your non-perishable food items, canned and boxed foods, for free admission to the January 29th game against GRCC, Grand Rapids Community College, here at Morey Courts. Women's game tips off at 1, men's tip off at 3. Half of the proceeds go to the Isabella Community Soup Kitchen, and the other half go to the Mid-Michigan College Food Pantry. As Nick said, that women's game postponed to February 14th, a Monday, due to some COVID issues with the Bruins women's program, as Pruitt's turnaround jumper is good. That's 4 points for Noah Pruitt. It's 9-6 Kellogg. Asher Visman's checked in for the first time for mid, as a drive by Tavier Boykins is good. That's his first bucket of the night. Makai McCombs, who just checked in, his layup is short, couldn't finish the fast break. And a odd-looking layup there by Brown misses, but Quentin Jones follows it up and knocks it in. That's quickly a 7-point lead for the Bruins, as Pruitt's jumper's no good, out to McCombs. And Love will catch it, and he'll slow it down, sort of using some of the head fakes. Little fade away, no good. McCombs on the board. And loose ball, and it'll stay down here.
Yeah, nice effort by Love there. Just missed that shot off the boards. So nice spin move. Way to be aggressive also. He backed it out, and then he drove right back to the basket. Just unlucky, couldn't get it to fall.
Seems to be a common theme for mid, as Pruitt's shot right on cue finds the bottom. That's 6 for Pruitt. He's got 6 of the 8 for Mid-Michigan. But again, that seems to be a common theme, that mid, at least in the first half especially, seems to be struggling to find the bottom. Yeah. As a drive by Rashid Dyson is up and good.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. They seemingly go through maybe 1 to 2 droughts throughout the game where they just can't get anything to fall for 4 or 5 minute stretches, and that really, I mean, it obviously hurts your offense. So,
and it hurts the defense too, as the shot there is no good. It hurts the defense too, because when you go down and play strong defense, as McGillis grabs the rebound, his first action of the night, and you don't go down on the other end and you don't score, and you're not rewarded with that for that defensive stand, as Satchel Love's 3 is no good.
Yeah, wide open look there by the big fella. Couldn't get it to fall.
As Visman finds McCombs on the outlet. That shot's no good, but Satchel Love is fouled on the rebound, and Love will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, last couple of missed shots by Kellogg. Mid has quickly transitioned those into fast break opportunities. They just, like we've mentioned, they just can't get buckets to fall, but the aggression is there, so hopefully we'd like to see the aggression stay up and those shots start to fall.
So this is Satchel Love, a 6'7" freshman out of Detroit. His first one is no good.
In the game for the Bruins, Keelan Strickland and Marcus Jurek.
Strickland and Jurek check in for the Bruins for the first time. Strickland in 0 and Jurek in 22. The second shot for Love is no good. He missed them both. But McCombs on the rebound. Again, offensive rebounding. It's going to be a key. McGillis for 3, long. No good.
Yeah, if you're struggling getting the ball through the rim, you at least got to collect it off of it.
And I think that was a pass. I think that instead of a layup, I think that might have been a pass as Dyson looked like tried to feed Jurek, but the pass was deflected and went out of bounds. Enrique Andrade checks in for the first time wearing 12 for the Lakers.
Andrade started the last couple in absence of Satchel Love, so he's been playing well late also. Two Lakers come together to try to catch that pass as White steals away from McGillis, and that's a turnover. The Bruins on the attack as there's a 3-ball by Jurek. That one's no good. Rebound to Dyson, and he knocks it in. 17-8. Strong putback by Dyson. Was right there on the mark for the rebound.
Pruitt, oh, nice. Step back for Noah Pruitt. He's got 8 to lead all scorers.
8 of Mid's 10.
17-10, 12:34 to go here in this first half at Morey Courts. Mid-Michigan against Kellogg. As the shot for Brown is up and good. That's his first bucket of the night. Here's the always shifty and quick Noah Pruitt. Making good on those adjectives as he knocks down another. Move him into double digits.
He had Vishman wide open at the top of the key. I thought he was going to give it back for the three-point try, but he said went with the turnaround. Got it to fall, though, so.
The 3-ball for Jurek is no good as there's scrap for it. The top of the key. Ball still loose. Picked up by Dyson. 3-ball for White. No good. A leaner.
And they're going to get McGillis.
It's good. There was a lot happening. So they're going to get McGillis on the foul, as Nick said.
Unfortunate call there. I thought he had his feet set. He watched him run down the lane, probably 6 feet into him. He was well set, I thought. Referee has a different opinion. Unfortunately, his opinion means more than mine.
Well, that's why we're sitting here, not running around on the court. Honestly, I don't think my legs could handle it.
Yeah.
As the free throw is good for White.
So Kellogg makes good on the three-point play, and now they extend their lead to double digits for the first time here tonight.
Again, with the comically long horn. My goodness. So we're back underway. So that's already 10 for Brett White. Visman for 3. Not particularly close.
Yeah, that was a little bit forced there, I think, by Visman to get that shot away.
Down by 10, you're trying to make something happen. I understand that. As there's going to be a turnover, just an errant pass.
Yeah, then you take a really much deeper three than normal there with the hand in your face. There had to have been somebody open for that.
So here's Pruitt. He finds Tim Stewart. This is TJ Rady. He checks in for the first time.
You know, with those comments said, though, when you're 0-5 in the conference, you start to feel the pressure.
You definitely do, and you feel the need to make something happen.
Right, even early on in the game like it is now.
As to not fall behind, and here we are. Mid-Michigan's already down 10 at 22-12 as another mid-range shot there for Brendan Brown. Finds the bottom. That's 4 for him so far. 24-12 as Pruitt launches a 3 and books it.
Wide open look there for Noah Pruitt.
Caleb House imploring his team to wake up. Get something going here. defensively. Nice defense there by Andrade and Rady. Here's Stewart on the break. He's got it. Tim Stewart, his first.
Great outlet pass by Asher Visman there.
And that's going to be a timeout for Kellogg. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it right here.
This is a 30-second timeout.
This has been quite the first 5 minutes were pretty slow-paced, and then Kellogg just kind of stepped on the gas, and now Mid's trying to make a run at it. Only down 7 at 24-17 with 9:46 to go.
Yeah, basketball is essentially a game of runs, right? I mean, it's very infrequent, I guess, that both teams will score back to back as it goes. There's always going to be runs mixed in there, so it's good to see Mid getting a run of their own to stay into this game, to build that confidence that we were talking about earlier. When you're coming in 0-5 and you immediately fall down by 10, you've got to feel that as a player, like, here we go again, right? So a lot of game to go. They've started their run. Let's get back in this one.
All right, back underway here on MAC TV Sports. Austin Chastain along with you, alongside Nick Toner. And Kellogg working it around the perimeter. And a drive, circus layup, no good. That's Andrade on the rebound.
Great rebound by Andrade. He had three Kellogg players surrounding him.
Nice cut there by Tim Stewart. Ends in a pass to Rady and a three-point shot just off the mark. And that's going to be a travel as Solomon Patre III sort of shuffled his feet.
Yeah, Rady turned around to look. He thought he was getting whistled for a foul there.
It's just a little bit of shuffle of the foot as Makai McCombs checks back in. Visman on the wing. Drive, baseline, Stewart. Oh, and he just loses the handle. Trying to get back on it. Defensively. Nice steal there by Tavier Boykins. Hungerford for three from the wing. Short, no good. Visman trying to get the rebound, knocks it away, but it'll go into the hands of the Bruins. 8.5 to go, 7-point game. Kellogg leads it. Visman in there. Can't get the jump ball call. The layup by Quentin Jones is no good. Multiple rebounds on the inside. And now the tie-up will be called. I thought Visman might have gotten his hands on it. Might have gotten the whistle.
It looked like he pulled that clear to me. I mean, it was him, Tim Stewart, and a Kellogg player all tied up for it. So maybe give it to Mid because they had two guys to one.
I guess.
But as it sits, it's going to go back to Kellogg. So.
And Visman asked the official why that whistle wasn't made as Hungerford makes the rebound. 7-point game. Couldn't hear the explanation. Andre Turner's three is no good.
Laker defense being real stingy over the last 5 minutes.
And in a game like this, that's what you're going to need. Satchel Love, big defensive presence, is set to check back in, and he will do so alongside Dante Bailey for Kellogg. Andrade will have a seat for Mid, and Brendan Brown will have a seat for Kellogg. 7:49 to go, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 24-17, Kellogg leads it. That pass is deflected. And a drive by Boykins ends in a three-ball attempt by Bailey. It's off the mark as McCombs scoops up the rebound. Hungerford wide open for three in the corner. And that one bounces off the top of the backboard and actually finds the bottom, but obviously hitting the top of the backboard is out of bounds.
Hey, Hungerford still saw the ball go through the hoop, so maybe that still works for building confidence.
That I was just going to say, that might spark the confidence that he's going to need going forward in this one. So this is Boykins out of Walled Lake Western. on the drive, and that one's going to go out of bounds, hit the stands just to our left. Thought I might have had a chance to catch that one. McCombs set to inbound it. It looks like he'll do so to Turner. And here we go. 7 minutes exactly to play in this first half. McCombs on the drive. We'll kick it to Hungerford for three from the wing. There it is. Isaac Hungerford for three.
So both teams been in a scoring drought over the last 4.5 minutes. Mid finally gets a three, continues to cut into that lead.
And like you said, just needs that confidence, as the shot attempt by White is no good. 4-point game. 6.5 to play in the first half. Here's Turner. He needs a confidence booster. Not going to get it there. McCombs on the catch. Visserman just a little bit too high for him.
You got to think if that was on target, he was pulling the trigger on a deep three there.
He certainly would have, as Turner on the drive is fouled.
So the hot start for Kellogg has pretty much cooled off, and mid kind of got hot, and now they kind of both went a little cool. So now we're just waiting to see who heats up to get some more points on this score.
Andre Turner, his first free throw is no good, as the foul is against Dyson. That's 3 team fouls for the Bruins, as Turner's second attempt is good. His first point of the night. 24-21, we have a 3-point ball game. 6 minutes to play in this first half. And a nice find inside. Oh, and Satchel Love knocks it away, but Quentin Jones.
Lakers fouls on Andre Turner, his first, 3 seconds. At the line for the Bruins.
The block for Love right there may not end up on the stat sheet, but he kept it from being an and one.
He certainly did, as the foul will go against Andre Turner, his first, as the first free throw for Quentin Jones is good. That's 5 for him.
That breaks a pretty sizable scoring drought there by Kellogg. I want to say it's in the neighborhood of 7 to 8 minutes since their last bucket.
Quentin Jones makes him both his free throws. 6'7" forward center out of Madison Heights. Well, Madison Heights High School, I should say. So he's got 6. It's a 26-21 ball game. Pruitt on the drive, throws it away as McCombs just overran the cut. It'll go back to the Bruins on the turnover. 5.5 to play in the first half. And Isaac Hungerford on the steal. He knocks it away. Here's Turner. McCombs for 3. Long off the front rim and no good.
Oh, great look from the corner there by McCombs.
Look, that thing wasn't completely out of the realm of going in. The second hit the back rim, as the drive for Jones yields another layup. 28-21, back to a 7-point advantage for the Bruins. Here's Pruitt in the corner. This is Hungerford. Here's Satchel Love on the outside. He'll try 3. No good.
Look on Caleb Faust right there. Was not pleased for the big guy taking another 3-point try there.
And that one is going to be off of mid, and they'll stay down here. But I think he's telling Love that that's not his shot. At least not in that moment.
Strickland rung up for the illegal screen there.
I don't think we can ignore that really cool punch by the official there on the pass to send it back. That was pretty neat. Four and change to go in the first half as McCombs works it into Satchel Love. He'll start backing down his man, but he'll travel. Little hopscotch there for Satchel Love, and there will be a turnover going back to the Bruins.
In the game for the Bruins, Javier Boykins.
Javier Boykins checks back in for Kellogg. 4 minutes to play in the first half. 7-point ball game. Kellogg leads it 28-21. Here's Boykins. And a foul. Looks like it'll go against Andre Turner.
Andre Turner, his second, team third. In the game for the Lakers, Asher Visman.
Visman will check back in as Turner will have a seat. There's a drive, no good. Lakers wanted to travel, and that'll be Keelan Strickland. His first bucket of the night. Here's McCombs, no good. Rebound to the Bruins. 9-point ball game, 3.5 to play first half. Nice drive in there by Rashid Dyson. So he works it to the block and just sort of puts up a floater, knocks it down. 11-point lead. Here's Pruitt. His layup goes into the brick. Foul on Hungerford there. That'll be his first. Not much foul trouble to speak of for the Lakers. Two guys with one, and Turner has two.
Pretty clean game in general as far as the officials are concerned tonight.
Both teams with 4 team fouls, and you're exactly right. Visman, nice defense there, knocks it away. The shot goes up, no good. Another shot, no good. Hungerford on the rebound. Here's McCombs trying to sort of lead a fast break, and he slows it down, gives it to Pruitt, who does a head fake. Inside to Love. His layup is short. I shouldn't say layup, but nice drop step there for Satchel Love, and he just can't get it to fall. 2:20 to go, first half. And
that tie-up should go Mid-Michigan's way.
I was waiting to see what the official was going to call because he had his hand up, and I didn't know if that was going to be a foul call against Visman or if it was going to be a tie-up, and he finally got the tie-up after that one play on the near side here on the sideline. 2 minutes and change to play, 11-point ball game. Here's Noah Pruitt in the corner. Interesting tactic there. Here's Hungerford on the wing. Works it inside to Andrade.
Ooh, dribbled off his foot.
Dribbled off his foot, gets a shot away, and that's going to be a foul.
Nice second effort there by Andrade to recover that ball.
Fouls on Brendan Brown, his first. Team fifth.
Foul goal against Brendan Brown. So Enrique Andrade is 6'4", sophomore plus out of Primavera de Leste in Brazil. Leste.
His first one rims out off the back iron.
And a second one also misses, but it'll be a lane violation, so he'll have another crack at it.
That going against Rashid Dyson on the lower block there for Kellogg.
And Andrade makes good on the second chance. His first point of the night. 10-point ball game. As Tim Stewart's waiting to check back in. Just over 100 seconds left to go in this first half.
Nice block by Andrade.
Enrique Andrade with the block. Beautifully done. Here's Pruitt. Finds McCombs and slam it down. Makai McCombs
Great backdoor cut. Even better look by Noah Pruitt to find him.
McCombs' first bucket of the night. There's a little slamma-jamma. And it's going to be a foul call. Looks like it's going to go.
Lakers fouls on Makai McCombs, his first, team fifth.
He'll have McCombs will have the foul call.
In the game for the Lakers, Tim Stewart.
Stewart will check in for McCombs. 1:16 to go in the first half. Bruins to inbound. This is Strickland on the catch. And he seems to have sort of maybe twisted his ankle on that play. This is Boykins on the wing. Stolen away, Enrique Andrade with the play. Here's Noah Pruitt, less than a minute to go. Asher Visman for three. Yes, sir. Asher Visman.
5-point ball game here.
Nice little run, a 6-0 run for the Lakers. And that's almost a trap in the lane. Visman on the pickup, off the loose ball. He'll pull a three, and that one goes long. The rebound to Strickland. Shot clock is off. Kellogg appears to be holding for the last shot. Up by 5. 12 seconds to go. This is Boykins to Strickland. Strickland on the wing. Here's Boykins on the drive. He's got it. 3 seconds to go. And it looks like the Lakers may have gotten a timeout.
It looks like they will with 1.4 on the clock.
I don't know if there's a timeout called. But Stewart can run the baseline here. Second and a half to go as Pruitt looked to possibly take a shot there, but nothing doing.
So 34-27 your halftime score here at Maury Courts. You know, I'd like to see the Lakers tap back into that 7-minute stretch of pretty tight defense there where they got themselves back into it, and then they kind of struggled to stay with that.
Right, they struggled to stay with it again because I think they're struggling on the offensive end, and that's kind of what the story of this game has been, is just that struggle on the offensive end for the Lakers, because Kellogg's able to kind of do whatever it wants to do. But we will get to more analysis and more thoughts before the second half. We'll take a break here on MAC TV Sports. You're watching Laker basketball.
Hi, I'm Amy Bunting, and I'm the director here at Maury Courts Recreation Center. Here at Maury Courts, we have 127,000 square feet of fun. We have 4 high school-length basketball courts, we have 2 collegiate maple courts, and we have 2 collegiate-sized multi-purpose courts. So when you're at Maury Courts, you can come and you can play anything that you can think of: volleyball, basketball, racquetball, pickleball, all the things that you can possibly imagine that would be fun for you for recreation or even for fitness. At Maury Courts, when you have a membership here, you have a membership for a fitness center, and we've got McLaren Fitness over on 3 Leaves Drive that's also a part of our memberships. So it's like 2 in 1. Also, you have choices when it comes to purchasing your memberships. Depending on if you're a student or a senior citizen, you may get a discount, or if you're a member of some place that is a corporate partner of ours. Otherwise, you can also choose if you want just weight and fitness or if you want access to the whole shebang. Either way, bring your family down. In fact, once a month, you can come try it out on the first Friday of every month for free, as long as you bring us a non-perishable canned good for our food pantry. In addition, we also like to support the community. We partner with vendors that are local for all the industry that we do business with here. In addition, we have programming that is tying into programs like Transitions That Count, Connections That Count, MMI, and many more. Also, we've got, like I mentioned, a food pantry at the front of house, and we've got a take it or leave it coat and boots rack for our cold weather months in Michigan, which obviously last forever. Maury Courts is privileged to be a hospitality business model. So what we really like to do is bring in Michigan brand basketball and volleyball tournaments, but also brands from all over the region. So we're pretty fortunate to do businesses with entities like Gus Macker, Triple Threat Basketball, Michigan Mystics Basketball, and a lot more. And we're growing, so keep your eyes peeled for all the things that Maury Courts is going to have to offer on the weekends from now on. So if you're so inclined, why don't you check us out on our website? It's brand new, maurycourts.com, or come down. We're at 5175 East Remus Road. We'd really love to see you. My team is amazing, and it's Team Maury that's been keeping this place going. I'm very grateful for them, and we're very grateful for you. Sports lovers, meet here.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
I signed up for the Laker Distinction Scholarship because I knew I wanted to go to mid right away anyways.
I knew that I wanted to get through college debt-free or as close to debt-free as possible.
Because I had some classmates who were a couple years older than me that had won it, and they had a really positive experience at mid.
And provided me the perfect path to get my associate's degree here at Mid-Michigan College and begin the rest of my college journey.
Winning LDS was a really positive experience for me. I was able to work on campus, and I was also able to study abroad, which is something I never really thought I would be able to do.
Really, the basis of my success today and my continual success is the Laker Distinction Scholarship and is Mid-Michigan College, because without this first step, I wouldn't be where I am today.
It really helped for me to know that the first 2 years of tuition were going to be lifted off my shoulders.
I got to meet a lot of great people who have become friends and advisors for me, and I know that as I move on that they will still be here to help me get through the college process.
And I really do think that my time here at Mid has helped prepare me to take these next steps, not only financially by saving a lot of money, but the faculty here at Mid and the classwork I feel like has really prepared me for the next step and these harder classes that I know I will be taking.
Receiving the LDS scholarship gave me the opportunity to successfully transfer 67 credits to Grand Valley State University, now putting me on the fast track to graduation, where I will be graduating a complete year early in the spring of 2020.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Welcome back to Maury Courts here in Mount Pleasant. MAC TV Sports bringing you Mid-Michigan College Laker basketball. Austin Chastain with you alongside Nick Toner. And Nick, what were some of your observations and analysis of that first half?
So what really stands out to me is that Mid has taken 13 three-point tries in the first half, only converted on 3 of them. So if you're going to take that many efforts, compared to 5, right, from Kellogg, so you got to convert those. If you're going to take those looks, I mean, you got to knock them down.
Yeah.
And even with that, they're only shooting 31% from the field as is. So
yeah, mid averages about 39% from the field and just above 29% from three-point land. So if I'm Mid and I'm Caleb House, let's start with you, Nick. If you're Caleb House, what are you telling your Lakers in the locker room as you're getting ready for the second half?
Don't take 4 shots, keep the ball moving, and play defense like you were there in the middle of the first half. You locked them down for a good 7-8 minutes. The problem with that was like when they were locking them down defensively, the iron was still not treating them very good on the offensive end, so they never really did make up that early advantage that Kellogg built. So Kellogg got to withstand that 7-minute 0-point run and came out of it with the lead. So if you want to win basketball games, you play that good a defense for that long of a stretch, you can't still be trailing by the end of it.
Exactly, and that was one of the, I guess, refrains that we had in the first half was, if you're going to play such strong defense on one end and not getting rewarded for it on the other end with points, you have to almost, I don't want to say get frustrated, but part of your mind has to be, man, it's a struggle. Like, man, we have to go down and do this again and again and again, and we're not scoring again and again and again. So I think you'll have to see Mid try to capitalize on some more offensive opportunities. So Kellogg will start our second half with the basketball, working left to right across your screen. Kellogg wearing the all-blue uniforms, white numbers, gray Kellogg across his chest, gray trim around the numbers, and a gray and white pattern on the side of the uniforms, as that one's going to be tipped away. It'll stay down here. Mid-Michigan working right to left across your screen, all white uniforms. Blue stripes across the shoulders and legs. Navy blue font. As a 3-ball for Brett White is good. It's 13 for him. Carolina blue trim on the shoulders and font for the Lakers. Here's Asher Visman. Here's Noah Pruitt. He had 13 in the first half to lead all scorers and give him another deuce. So that's 15 for Noah Pruitt.
That's another thing. Mid needs somebody else to step up and help that young man.
Can't just be Noah Pruitt on his own. No one else particularly close to double figures. In fact, no one has more than 3 outside of Pruitt. As a 3-ball, looked actually a 2-ball as his foot was on the line. No good, and a jump ball underneath, and it'll go to the way of the Lakers. 37-29. Kellogg leads it here in the early going of the second half here on MAC TV Sports. Kellogg 2-10 in overall, 2-4 in conference play. Mid-Michigan 5-10 overall, 0-5 in MCCAA play. Here's Noah Pruitt. He finds Asher Visman. Visman drives it. He kicks it. Satchel Love for 3. Long and no good. Andrade the rebound. To Pruitt. To Visman for 3. No good. Rebound by Tavier Boykins. And underneath. And Andrade. Oh, and Hungerford just wasn't looking. Stolen away. This will be a tie-up underneath. Hungerford on the hustle play. And it'll stay down here for Kellogg as Strickland will check back in for the Bruins. Inbound pass, 3 ball. Goes down for Rashid Dyson. That's 9 for Dyson. 40-29. Visman on the drive. He's going to be fouled.
A little bit of a wild shot, so it's a good thing that he's rewarded with the foul so he can knock down some free throws here. Up the free throw percentage by the Lakers, who shot, I think it was 2 of 7 from the line in the first half.
That's 29%. So here's Asher Visman, a 6'2 freshman plus out of Central Montcalm. The Green Hornets. The Green Hornets to match his green Nike shoes. He makes his first free throw. That's 4 points for Visman. He's more of a sharpshooter than he is a slasher. It was almost an uncharacteristic play there on the drive, as his second free throw is no good, so he'll stay a 10-point game. And Visman on the defensive play, and that ball was actually touched by Visman, so that's why there was no traveling call. I believe that was Boykins that made that last shot. There you go, Isaac Hungerford. They'll give him a 2. That's a long 2. So 42-32. 17 and change here in the second half. Nice drive and find. And the shot by Dyson's no good, and a foul underneath. Quentin Jones.
Basket's good by Quentin Jones.
Quentin Jones going for the 3 points on this trip the hard way.
And Andrade with the foul. That's his first personal, and the free throw was no good. Here's Visman for 3. That's short. And that pass intended for Strickland will go out of bounds. So Visman will inbound it to Pruitt. Here's Noah Pruitt now. 16 and a half to play. 44-32. Pruitt, mid-range, no good. Here come the Bruins on the drive. The find, the 3 for Rashid Dyson. That's a dozen for Dyson. Dyson dozen, as we should say.
Very clever with that one.
Timeout. Caleb House, this will be a full timeout, so we'll step aside. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV Sports.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Welcome back to Maury Courts here on MAC TV Sports. Austin Chastain with you alongside Nick Toner, and 16-11 to go. It's 47-32. Kellogg has taken control of this second half. Obviously, this game is far from over, but Nick, as we said in the break, not the way Mid-Michigan wanted to start the second half.
No, the iron continues to be very unkind to the Lakers. It's almost like they're shooting on a rim that's smaller than the ball, like you would expect at like a fair game instead of at a basketball game.
I certainly have had my share of frustration with those silly games at the fair, because it's not fair. Here's Pruitt on the corner, mishandles it, and it's going to be a kicked ball. I think he just tried to almost act like a hockey goalie there and try to stop that with the right pad.
Looked like he was trying to box out by like kind of swinging his leg through, almost like a soccer player shielding the ball.
Yeah. And that will go back to the Bruins on the turnover. So here's Strickland on the drive, kicks it. That's going to be a 2. No good. Here's a 3 ball. That one is short, no good. Love on the rebound. Here's Noah Pruitt, 15 and a half to go. And Satchel Love. It's called for a foul. Caleb House almost incensed. It's an illegal screen. He seems to be befuddled by the foul call.
Yeah, definitely not happy with that illegal screen call there.
To be honest with you, I was quite confused about that, as well as Pruitt scoops up the loose ball.
Gets his pocket picked down low.
So Stewart knocks it away on the other end, and that'll be a held ball. And the Lakers will retain possession on the tie-up. Here's Hungerford, 20 on the shot clock, drives left side. He pulls it back, and he shoots it, can't get it to fall. Pruitt somehow pulls that rebound out of the trees. And Stewart on the drive is fouled and before the shot. So that foul will go against Jones, his second, team's second foul this second half, excuse me.
Yeah, Tim Stewart goes to the free throw line there, hoping to get the shooting foul, but referees weren't having that.
It looked like he was fouled just before he got that shot away. It was all set up by that. Oh, Enrique Andrade slams it down.
What a great baseline play there by Andrade.
Great cut, and he's a high flyer, and he just showed it there. With that, it's still a 13-point ball game. 47-34. Pocket picked. White. Pruitt on the layup, no good. And they're going to call Tim Stewart for a foul. I think that was just two men.
Too much body contact there by Stewart on the trying to get that rebound.
Just a little bit too aggressive. So 47-34. 14 minutes to go. Inside pass to Quentin Jones. He's got it. That's a dozen for Jones. Stewart on the drive, kicks to Andrade, who kicks to Pruitt, who drives it himself, and that's no good. And rebound by Enrique Andrade. He's got it, and that's 5 for Andrade. The shot there is no good. And here's Tim Stewart. He's going quick. He finds Hungerford on the wing for 3. Yes, sir, Isaac Hungerford. That's 8 for Hungerford, and we have a 10-point ball game. So here's Boykins for the Bruins. Finds Strickland. Strickland top of the key, drives it, shoots it, book it. That's 4 for Strickland, and it's now back to a 12-point lead. Here's Stewart on the drive. Just can't get it to fall. Fought through a lot of contact to get there. And that's going to be a charge. Noah Pruitt takes the charge.
You hope that's the type of defensive play that's going to inspire this Laker offense, or this Laker team in general.
Need that moment, that little spark. As Goodman and McCombs check back in, and Turner, as Love, Andrade, and Pruitt will all have a seat here with 12.5 to play. 51-39, Kellogg leads it. Andre Turner's going to be called for the foul there.
Unsure what that one was.
I am quite confused too.
So clean officiating in the first half is kind of questionable here in the second so far.
That's already 3 personals for Andre Turner. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like he got tripped. And then he gets the foul call against him. So, anyway, 12 and change left here in regulation of the second half. It's a 12-point ball game. Here's Boykins, nice move inside. Oh, and he can't get the roll. Goodman with the rebound, finds Stewart. Stewart is faller short. Tries to get the foul call, doesn't. 3-ball, no good. Rebound is no good for Brown, and here come the Lakers in transition. Stewart, again fighting through contact, can't make it happen.
Oh, Goodman's got to get off his feet for that rebound.
And it works out. As Chillman, and that's another one. That bounces off the top of the backboard, or I guess this case the shot clock, and falls in. That's Logan Chillman. As Kellogg will call a timeout. We'll have a full timeout. So we'll step aside. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV Sports.
I got you something.
What? My mug! Oh, it's great!
All right, welcome back to Maury Courts. I'm Nick Toner alongside Austin Chastain. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV Sports. Kellogg up 51-39 here on mid. What's mid got to do to pull this around in the last 11 and a half?
You got to get some shots to fall. That's first and foremost. They've just been struggling to do so, and I think that defensive play here by Noah Pruitt, I think that's going to be the difference maker. Not the difference maker, but that might get a spark in the Laker offense to keep finding these good looks. And inside to Marcus Jurek. He's fouled hard.
Yeah, he does a little shot fake. It's 2 Lakers in the air, so it's take your pick on who fouls him.
Right, and they're going to get Turner with the foul. That's his 4th. So Marcus Jurek, a 6'4" freshman guard/forward, makes his first. That's his first point on night. 6'4" freshman guard out of Luther, Pine River Area High School. He misses the second one, so it'll stay a 13-point ball game. Here's Logan Chillman. To Turner, to McCombs on the wing. Short corner, misses everything. So the Bruins find it and work it around the perimeter with 10 minutes and change, about 10:40 to go here in this second half. And a great hustle play there by Brendan Brown, but a great defensive stop for Mid-Michigan, which really needs that defensive stop.
Yeah, the Lakers have shown that they can make stops when they need them. It's just, can they show us they can make shots when they need them?
And here's Logan Chillman. He finds Andre Turner playing with 4 fouls. Sean Goodman, he hasn't seen much playing time. In fact, he checked in for the first time here in the second half. There it is for Makai McCombs. That's 4 for McCombs. And it's an 11-point ball game, 52-41. Like I said, low scoring. This one far from over. 10 minutes left. Three ball for Rashid Dyson. That's 15 for Dyson. So here's Tim Stewart. Working in on the outside, he drives it. Oh, he had an opportunity for a layup there. Turner's 3 is blocked, and that'll stay down here. Patre checks back in for the Bruins as Boykins will have a seat. Pruitt checks in for Turner. Turner has 4 fouls. Pruitt has none. McCombs to inbound it. Excuse me there. Pruitt in the corner. Drives it to the free throw line. No good. And that pass is long and will go back to the Lakers.
A little bit of airmail there.
Think you might have just wanted that one just a little bit too much. Here's Tim Stewart. Fancy handles down in the post, kicks it out to Pruitt. Pruitt picks up his dribble. Here's McCombs from the wing, short. Loose ball. Tim Stewart picks it up. Here's Pruitt, long 3. Yes, sir. Noah Pruitt. That's 18 for Noah Pruitt. The only Laker in double figures, Isaac Hungerford, is close, but he's got 8.
Yeah, still waiting for someone to step up offensively and help him.
11-point ball game, 8:40 to go. 3 ball is good for Rashid Dyson. That's 18 for Dyson as well. Stewart takes the screen and roll. Pruitt for 3. He is feeling it tonight.
Oh, they're going to say he had his foot on the line. That's only a deuce.
Certainly a long 2. Now there's 3 different three-point lines here at Maury Courts. I'm trying to figure out which one they're using. I think it's the red one.
I think it's the back one.
So they're using the Pro 3.
I believe so.
Oh my goodness. Loose ball, a lot of traffic underneath.
Yeah, I believe the red line is the women's team, and then the inside arc is the high school distance.
Interesting.
Also in the game for the Bruins, Keelan Strickland.
Seems to be some sort of confusion with substitutions. But it's settled. Here's Stewart. Chillman for 3. Book it. Logan Chillman for 3. His first 3 of the night. 6'3" freshman plus out of Beale City. Not too far away from here. That pass deflected by Tim Stewart. Still finds its target. Here's Dyson. Here's Boykins. Spin move on Stewart. Drives it. Blocked by Tim Stewart, but it's going to go down as a foul. So
I think Stewart got all wrist on that, no ball.
Well, it looked like he might have gotten the ball at first, and then he got the wrist. Maybe. I don't know. But I agree with you. So, Tavier Boykins.
Yeah, you could hear the slap
Could.
all the way over here.
You could. 6'2" sophomore makes his first. He's out of Battle Creek, Walden Lake Western. He's got 7 points tonight, and he's got 8.
In the game for the Bruins, Brett White and Dante Taylor.
So White and Bailey check back in for the Bruins. Bailey out of Mendon. The Hornets, he's a star running back and linebacker for the Hornet football team back in the day. Here's a drive, and the foul. Count it. Tim Stewart on the drive. Quentin Jones on the foul call is third personal. So Tim Stewart will go to the free throw line as Satchel Love checks back in. Sean Goodman takes a seat. The free throw is no good. Andrade ties up with Brett White. And it will go to the possession arrow favors the Bruins this time. So now the Lakers working in a full court press here, down 9 with just under 7 minutes to play. 3 ball hits the shot clock and is no good.
Wow, that's the third 3 we've seen hit the shot clock tonight. Don't think we've seen it all season until tonight.
Yeah, if they would give a point for every time the shot hits the shot clock, you might see guys try to do a little bit more. I'm just kidding. It'd be a better rule than the NFL overtime rules. Tim Stewart fights through contact, and he gets the deuce. He's got 6.
I think the Buffalo Bills would agree with you.
I think the Chiefs would too about 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
Well, I don't know. Now they've been on both sides of it, so now they probably think it's fine.
True. And a foul call will go against Stewart. So Tavier Boykins will go back to the line. He's already got 8 points tonight. The 7-point ball game. This is when you need to start making your free throws, and he does so on the front end of the 1-and-1.
Yeah, mid's hanging in there. They're lingering. This
one's far from over. It was just under 6.5 to play, and Boykins makes them both. That moves him into double figures on the night. Here's Chillman. Fakes the 3. Bounce pass inside. Dangerous pass. And Love works through it, and he's fouled.
Bruins fouls on 23. Quentin Jones, his 4th. Team 5th.
So that foul will go against Quentin Jones, his 5th. That's the 5th team foul. Satchel Love at the line. He'll shoot 2, a 6'7" freshman plus. Makes his first. Bring his point total 3 out of Detroit. And he makes them both.
Nice redemption arc story there for Love at the free throw line.
He missed 2 in the first half. And honestly, both those were not very pretty. Those last 2 were pretty. And a 3 ball for Rashid Dyson. That one was pretty too. 21 points for Dyson. Here's Stewart working on the drive, the layup, and the finish. Tim Stewart.
That's almost starting to feel like for the Lakers, you can't have offense and defense at the same time. It's either one or the other.
Right. Now, if you're going to get 1 or 2 stops and find a way to get 1 or 2 big buckets on the other end, you're in business. That was Strickland working baseline on Love. Here's Boykins, long 2, no good. Here's Strickland again. It finds Boykins, long 3, no good. Pruitt on the rebound. Just over 5 minutes to go. 8-point game. Pruitt on the drive. In the post, fades back, got it. Noah Pruitt. Was that? Oh, that was Stewart. Excuse me. And 30-second timeout for Kellogg, and we'll stay right here. It looked to me like Pruitt had made that shot. The Michigan Community College Athletic Association and Mid-Michigan College are hosting the annual Hunger Games in an effort to end hunger. Information is seen here on your screen. The Lakers are taking part in the contest across the conference, so bring in your non-perishable food items, canned and boxed goods, for free admission to the January 29th game against Grand Rapids Community College. The women's game tips off at 1 p.m., the men at 3 here at Maury Courts. It's this coming Saturday. Half of the proceeds go to the Isabella Community Soup Kitchen, and the other half go to the Mid-Michigan College Food Pantry. Some great causes to bring your non-perishable food items to Maury Courts. And then come see the Lakers take on the Raiders from about an hour and a half southwest of here. Meanwhile here, 65-59. And that's going to be a foul call. Looks like it might go against Satchel Love. So that last bucket brings Stewart's total up to 10, and here's Keelan Strickland. His first is good. So he'll shoot one, a 6'3" freshman out of East Point. In East Point High School. And his second is no good, so we still have a 7-point ball game, 66-59, 4.5 to play. Pressure starting to mount just a little bit here. Nice find by Stewart for Pruitt. Pruitt, a little bit of a fancy pass there, misses Andrade, but Love collects it. He finds Stewart. 10 on the shot clock.
Unorthodox pass, unorthodox results.
And Stewart with the make, count it with the foul.
Can make this a 4-point ball game.
Could technically make it a one-possession game should this go down. So Strickland on the foul call. That's the team's 6th foul. So Stewart, a 6'2" freshman out of Detroit, misses the three-point play, but collects the rebound after a nice chip by Andrade.
Oh, looking for Love there. Couldn't find him.
That was a dozen for Stewart, by the way, as a deflection will end up with a possession for the Lakers. Stewart seems to be wincing every so often. I don't know if he's just tired or if there's something going on, but you can see it in his face. Almost looks like maybe something wrong with his eye, maybe. Again, not speculating. It's not what we're here to do. It's just somewhat noticeable. Noticed it all night. Here's Noah Pruitt for 3. No good. Andrade in there fighting for the rebound. Knocks it away. Gets it out to Satchel Love. Pruitt on the drive. No good. His layup, his floater was short, and that's going to be a foul against, I think, Pruitt. It will go against Pruitt.
Big play by Andrade there. You really want those points for the Lakers, because not getting the points but getting the second chance just kills more time that you don't have to give right now.
Especially if it's going to end up in a miss too. Obviously, you're not thinking about that, but so that's the 9th team foul for the Lakers as Boykins shoots and knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1. Tavier Boykins with 11 points tonight. He can make this a 7-point lead again for the Bruins, and he does just that. Oh, Boykins doesn't.
That's pretty much where the lead's been for the Bruins most of the night. Is right around that 7-point mark.
Hovering right around 2 to 3 possessions all night. Tim Stewart finds a crease, and he's got it. That's 14 for Tim Stewart. 68-63, 3 minutes to go. Long pass. This is White. The mid-range, no good. Loose ball inside. It's going to go off of a Bruin and will go down to mid-mish. .258 to play, 68-63. Lakers have not led in this entire game. It's been that, again, that two to three possession advantage for the Bruins for the most part, for the most of the night.
Well, they always say it's only important to be leading the game at the end of the game, so.
And a strange pass there by Stewart to Love. And Brett White knocks in the layup. That's 15. Here's Pruitt. Mid-range is good. That's 22 for him. Timeout Mid-Michigan. Waiting to see. So timeout. This will be a full timeout. So we'll step aside. You're watching Laker basketball here on MAC TV Sports.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Welcome back to Maury Courts here on MAC TV Sports. Austin Chastain with you alongside Nick Toner and Nick. 2.5 to go. 5-point ball game. How does Mid pull this one out?
They got to keep playing the defense that they've been playing of late. I mean, stop giving up the second chance points because that's really what's hurting them. And then finish your shots like we've been preaching it all night. I don't know if it's – I'm curious what Coach House will say at the end of the game if they've been taking the shots that he's wanting them to take, because it feels like they're taking quite a few forced shots, maybe shots in bad positions, shots with hands in their faces when there's plenty of time on the shot clock to continue moving it. So we'll see how it turns out.
Right. And we'll have Coach Caleb House on the postgame show after the final buzzer, so make sure you stick around for that. Might be a minute, so make sure you stick around. Hang in there as inside Rashid Dyson scores another. That's 23 for him. 72-65. Three ball is no good. Andrade the rebound. Here's Pruitt for three. No good. Less than 2 minutes to go. 7-point ball game. This is Boykins on the drive. Finds inside, back to Boykins. Nice scoop find. And that's another deuce for Quentin Jones. He's got 14, a nice assist there by Tavier Boykins. And Noah Pruitt, a nice drive and finish. That's 24. Timeout Mid-Michigan.
Yeah, that last Kellogg possession might be the dagger, as they pretty much ran the shot clock down and then found an easy baseline pass for an easy bucket.
That's exactly it, and that makes it a 7-point game, 1:18 to go, 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. The Michigan Community College Athletic Association and Mid-Michigan College are hosting the annual Hunger Games in an effort to end hunger. Lakers are taking part in the contest across the conference, so make sure you bring in your non-perishable food items, canned and boxed goods, for free admission to the January 29th game against Grand Rapids Community College. That's this Saturday. Women's game tips off at 1, men at 3 here at Maury Courts as the Lakers take on the Raiders. Half of the proceeds go to the Isabella Community Soup Kitchen, and the other half go to the Mid-Michigan College Food Pantry. We figured it out that there's a traveling plaque that this competition yields every year.
Yeah.
So make sure you bring in your items to be weighed and benefit not only the community, but try to help the Lakers win this conference contest.
We have some bragging lights on the line.
And a 3 ball is no good. Andrade the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Noah Pruitt. Pruitt for 3. No good. That one rimmed out. He tried to follow his rebound, but he just got outsized there. Less than a minute to go. 7-point lead for Kellogg.
I believe you gotta start fouling here.
And
right?
Pruitt does just that.
I mean, I think you'd rather have fouled back here when you had the big guy. Instead, they end up fouling a guard, and fouling guards usually doesn't work out well.
No, especially Tavier Boykins. He's been pretty dynamite from the free throw line tonight. So he'll shoot 2, and he'll make the first. Hungerford will check back in. This is an 8-point ball game, 75-67, and make it 76-67. That's 14 for Boykins as he makes them both. Less than a minute to go. Lakers trying to hurry. And this is where sometimes bad shots happen. Pruitt picks up the dribble. Pruitt, a long 3. That's a great shot for Noah Pruitt.
Wow.
Long ball. And a timeout by, I think that's another timeout by Caleb House. Lakers timeout. It's a full timeout. So we'll step aside. You're watching Laker basketball here on MAC TV Sports.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Welcome back here to Maury Courts on MAC TV Sports. You're watching Laker basketball. Austin Chastain with you alongside Nick Toner. And Nick, 36 seconds, if you will. 6-point game. All hope isn't quite lost.
No, it's still only 2 possessions, and we know this Laker team likes to take 3-point tries. It's just whether or not they fall or not, which has been unlucky in their case tonight. So the 3 for 13 we saw in the first half is kind of translated here into the second half. Still taking the volume, still not getting the return.
As we said, 6-point game, 35.7 to go. And the Lakers in a press, and they'll foul. Hungerford fouls Brett White. He'll go to the line. Brett White's got 15. He's a 6'6" freshman forward / guard out of Battle Creek and Battle Creek Central High School. His first attempt is no good. It only took 2 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, that was the early foul I was hoping they would have did 2 possessions ago.
So it's Hungerford, Andrade, Stewart, Pruitt, and Visman, the 5 on the floor for the Lakers.
They got shooters out there.
Certainly do. As White makes 1, he's got 16. Stewart on the drive, finds Pruitt in the corner. His 3 is good. That's 30 for Noah Pruitt.
Oh, they need the foul like 5 seconds ago, 10 seconds ago.
And they will get the foul, and it'll be Brendan Brown.
Yeah, as soon as that ball gets inbounded, put a hand on him.
Fouls on number 3, Tim Stewart, his 4th. At the line, Brendan Brown.
So Brendan Brown at the line. Shooting 2, he makes the first. That's 5 for him tonight. 78-73, 5-point ball game, 20 seconds left. And he makes them both. It's a half dozen for Brown. 79-73. And a deflection goes out of bounds and it'll stay down here.
Lakers are in the same offensive set they did the last possession. Just Kellogg was on top of it this time.
So Stewart will inbound it from the short corner. 12.5 left. Andrade's shot is not. His layup is no good. They're fighting for the ball. And that's a held ball and a no.
Wow,
it's not. It's a timeout.
I thought I heard the Kellogg bench screaming for that.
So it's a timeout for Kellogg. And it'll be a full timeout.
This is a full timeout by Kellogg.
For Kellogg. So we'll step aside. You're watching Laker basketball on Mac TV Sports. Welcome back to Maury Court. 6 seconds left in a 6-point ball game. McCombs and Love check in for the Lakers. Caleb House going with a big lineup. It's Love, Andrade, Pruitt, Stewart, and McCombs. And Andrade with the foul call with 4.4 seconds left. That's his second.
You know, a little bit of fortunate luck here on this end with the missed free throws and a quick three and another foul and some more fortunate luck, and this game's doable.
It really is, but as you said, it's going to take a lot of luck and a lot of it here with 4.5 seconds left.
Yeah.
As that first free throw is good for Brett White. That's 17 for him, and that looks to put the dagger in. Mid-Michigan calls its final timeout. It's a full timeout, so we'll step aside here with 4.4 seconds to go here on Mac TV Sports.
I got you something.
What? My mug! Oh, it's great!
Welcome back here to Maury Courts here on Mac TV Sports. 4.4 seconds separates Kellogg from its third win and its third conference season of the win. And that is all but inevitable here with 4 ticks left. Mid-Michigan, should everything hold serve, I mean, obviously anything can happen, but with 4 seconds left, Mid-Michigan, if everything holds serve, will fall to 5-11 overall and 0-6 in conference play. That one is good. He makes them both. So that's 18 for White. Pruitt, final shot. No good. That'll do it, 81-73. Kellogg gets the win here at Maury Courts. The Bruins, as I said before, move to 3-10. Overall, 3-4 in conference play. Mid-Michigan falls to 5-11, 0-6 in conference play. The Bruins next host Glen Oaks at on Wednesday night. Meanwhile, the Lakers will be right back here at Maury Courts on Wednesday night against Jackson. We'll have that for you live here on MAC TV Sports. Stick around for the Mid-Michigan College postgame show here on MAC TV Sports. We'll have Coach Caleb House to talk about tonight's 8-point loss to the Kellogg Community College Bruins. So make sure you stick around for that. We'll be back with that interview with Caleb House here on MAC TV Sports.
Hi, I'm Amy Bunting, and I'm the director here at Maury Courts Recreation Center. Here at Maury Courts, we have 127,000 square feet of fun. We have 4 high school length basketball courts, we have 2 collegiate maple courts, and we have 2 collegiate size multi-purpose courts. So when you're at Maury Courts, you can come and you can play anything that you can think of: volleyball, basketball, racquetball, pickleball, all the things that you can possibly imagine that would be fun for you for recreation or even for fitness. At Maury Courts, when you have a membership here, you have a membership for a fitness center, and we've got McLaren Fitness over on 3 Leaves Drive that's also a part of our memberships. So it's like 2 in 1. Also, you have choices when it comes to purchasing your memberships. Depending on if you're a student or a senior citizen, you may get a discount, or if you're a member of some place that is a corporate partner of ours. Otherwise, you can also choose if you want just weight and fitness or if you want access to the whole shebang. Either way, bring your family down. In fact, once a month, you can come try it out on the first Friday of every month for free, as long as you bring us a non-perishable canned good for our food pantry. In addition, we also like to support the community. We partner with vendors that are local for all the industry that we do business with here. In addition, we have programming that is tying into programs like Transitions That Count, Connections That Count, MMI, and many more. Also, we've got, like I mentioned, a food pantry at the front of house, and we've got a take it or leave it coat and boots rack for our cold weather months in Michigan, which obviously last forever. Maury Courts is privileged to be a hospitality business model. So what we really like to do is bring in Michigan brand basketball and volleyball tournaments, but also brands from all over the region. So we're pretty fortunate to do businesses with entities like Gus Macker, Triple Threat Basketball, Michigan Mystics Basketball, and a lot more. And we're growing. So keep your eyes peeled for all the things that Maury Courts is going to have to offer on the weekends from now on. So if you're so inclined, why don't you check us out on our website? It's brand new, maurycourts.com, or come down. We're at 5175 East Remus Road. We'd really love to see you. My team is amazing, and it's Team Maury that's been keeping this place going. I'm very grateful for them, and we're very grateful for you. Sports lovers, meet here.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Welcome back to Maury Courts. Austin Chastain with you for the Mid-Michigan College Laker basketball postgame show here on MAC TV Sports, along with Laker coach Caleb House after an 81-73 loss for the Lakers to Kellogg Community College here tonight. Caleb, just overall thoughts on tonight's game. Just another, one of those deals where just some shots just weren't falling.
Yeah, so I think, another bad start to the game and another bad start to the second half. What I think is it's a little deflating, and we don't even realize it, though, is that most of these games that we've started out so poorly, and we've gotten to a two-possession game for the most part in Lansing last Wednesday, but most of the time, like even tonight, we had it into that 1 to 2.5 possession type of game, and that's despite spotting them a complete, blowout start to both halves. So that's what I'm hanging my hat on right now, is just the start of both halves.
I think this is the $1 million question, but what might be one of those something that might be able to help with those starts to the half? We just mentioned maybe try and switch up some starters or something. It's like the $1 million question.
Yeah.
But what?
And I told the guys in the locker room, I want to play everybody. I want everybody to do what we're asking them to do, but we're gonna have to narrow down our decisions in starting and playing time down to taking care of the basketball, playing hard, and playing smart. And I know that sounds simple, but when we have if a play is negative in those categories, we have to take someone out. We just no longer can tolerate it. So because our window is so small, we have to be so sharp. And when we make too many mistakes and we take bad shots, or we go through a stretch, where miss 3 layups, 2 turnovers, that's 5 possessions, and they score 2 or 3 of those possessions, that puts us down 12. Instead of us going up 1 or 2, we end up down 12 in those 2 and 3 possession games. And then we got to fight our butt off to get back into those 2 possessions. So I don't know, it's a long answer, but to me, we're going to try to hang our hat on who's going to play smart, who's going to compete, and, I don't remember the third one at this point right now, but it was just tied around just being smarter, playing hard, competing, and executing, taking care of the ball.
Right, and one of those guys that executed pretty well tonight, Noah Pruitt, at least by my count, had 30 points tonight. What could you say about his performance as of late? I mean, it seems to kind of be a bit of a spark.
And, looking at positives again, I thought tonight he was very efficient. He's been scoring for us, but he's been having to do it on a lot of shots, and sometimes in moments where, he was in really tough spots. I thought tonight, I don't know I didn't look at the box score or anything like that, but I definitely know that it seemed like he was much more efficient, knocking down some of those shots, and it didn't take as many shots for him to get to that point total, which is going to be key for us as we try to turn the corner.
Defensively, I mean, you guys played, pretty solid defense throughout the night. Just a little bit, maybe just a little too much, scoring on for Kellogg, kind of getting a run where they were scoring and then you guys were scoring, and then some windows where neither team was scoring. How can maybe you guys go back to the drawing board defensively and say, let's try to limit these possessions where they score? And
Yeah, so, turnovers, and I don't mean to degrade any fans whatsoever, but turnovers are very obvious mistakes that everybody sees and everybody knows that guy just made a mistake. But a lot of times on defense, when we had breakdowns in the second half and allowing them to make some of those runs, especially the shots they were making, we were trying to deny their 3 best players the ball, and we weren't doing that. So that was not maybe a visible mistake, but to me that's when I'm talking about smart and limiting mistakes and things like that. That to me is that playing smart pieces. We just really needed to take those guys because the other guys were not going to score, So just not allowing the guys that can score for them catch the ball, and I thought that would have made a little bit of a difference. But just limiting those breakdowns. We've got to limit these breakdowns. We've got to get closer to perfection every day.
What's your message to your team? I know obviously you mentioned that you want to try to have everyone contribute and have everybody compete, but what's the message to the team as Jackson comes in here on Wednesday night?
I think our focus will be on taking care of the basketball, competing, and playing smart. I think that's what my message is going to be for the next 48 hours as we go into practice tomorrow and into the game. But also, to point out a positive, I thought Tim made some mistakes tonight, but I thought he really did a nice job. We got him into some of those ball screens, and we got some things going offensively that maybe we can build on a little bit. If we're taking care of the basketball, we can get back into some of those ball screens again, which we really like to run. So it's something to build on. I think, as we go into the Jackson game, seeing how they're going to defend us, I'll be up all night watching film. So looking forward to tackling that tonight, and I think that'll help with my message as we go into tomorrow's practice.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks, Austin. Yep.
Thank you, Caleb. Yep. That'll do it for the Mid-Michigan College Laker basketball postgame show here on MAC TV Sports. For Nick Toner, for Caleb House, I'm Austin Chastain. We'll see you again Wednesday night as the Jackson Jets come in to Maury Courts. Women tip off at 5:30, men tip off at 7:30-ish. So we'll talk to you then when we meet again.